This is motivational movement right here. So let's talk about life. Let's talk about overcoming immovable objects. You know, like, what does that mean? What is a movable object? Is it your inability to love? Is it your inability to pull yourself out of depression? Is it your inability to quit your job that you hate because you're too scared to try to do something that you love? Like, let's move an immovable object. What does that mean? You know, my circumstance, am I going to walk again? You know, I can say yes, I can say no. It don't really matter at this point, because at the end of the day, I know who I am. I know what I am. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm capable of doing. Whether I walk or I don't walk, whether you love or you don't love, you know, you got to look inside yourself and look for ways of improving yourself. And so I'll tell you one thing about this wheelchair right here. Even though I don't like it, I really don't like it. But it does show me a lot about myself. It shows me once upon a time I was vain. You know, once upon a time you couldn't tell me nothing. Once upon a time I wasn't humble. Once upon a time, you know, I thought it was all about money. But guess what? If I was a millionaire right now, I'd still trade it all in to be able to walk, you know, be able to do things for myself with you guys. But it's not even about that, because it's like I'm realizing I got strengths in other areas. Like I'm super, what's the word I'm looking for? We are super spiritual when we're not super fleshly, or if we're not super in our bodies. Like, my body's wrecked. Your body might not be wrecked, you know what I'm saying? But you put a lot of energy into your body. My body's wrecked. So it's kind of like I got to go to my plan B, which was always my plan A, my spirit. Your spirit is your plan A. Your body's your plan B. You know what I'm saying? As you get old, you'll realize what I'm talking about. But as you're young, you don't really hear me right now. You don't really feel what I'm coming from. But, you know, one day you'll understand what I'm talking about. And some people right now feel where I'm coming from. But I'm just saying this as encouragement. Like, you know, my plan A is my plan B now. My plan B is my plan A, which is, you know, spiritual greatness. What makes you great? What justifies that you're exceptional? It ain't the clothes. It ain't the car. It ain't the money. And the next post I show you, I will show you gold bars and silver that I own. But it won't make me walk again. It doesn't help me articulate how great my soul is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to show you that stuff because that's what people on Facebook seem like they want to see. They want to see the money. They want to see the glitz and the glamour. But that don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I can still be depressed. I'm not depressed now because guess what I got? I got spiritual soundness. I got God. I know who I am. I know who I am spiritually, which is way more important than what I am physically. Do I want to walk again? Of course. Who wouldn't want to walk again? You know, but where I'm at right now, is that going to stop me from being Brian? No. Is it going to stop me from being the greatest representative I can be of myself possible? No. Is it going to stop me from glorifying how awesome God is? No. Yahweh, Yahweh, Jehovah, whatever you want to call this thing, whatever you want to call it, you can call it what you want to call it. I call him God. I got a Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's the language I speak. We all speak different languages, but we all know internally what drives us. And I'm getting so tired of looking on Facebook and seeing y'all showing me what y'all got physically. Show me what y'all got spiritually. If y'all want to impress me, show me what you got spiritually. You can't show me nothing. You can't show me nothing physically that's going to impress me. Because trust me, I got it. I don't show it on Facebook, but I got it. The physical stuff, like the wealth and all that stuff, I got it. Does it mean anything to me at this point? No. You want to know why? Because I'm in a wheelchair and I can't buy health. You can't buy health. You know what I'm saying? You can't buy peace of mind. You know, you can't buy that stuff. But I can tell you one thing that you can get that you always had access to, and that's your soul. That's your spiritual gift. That's your plan A. What you came here on this earth to do is your plan A. You came here to do something. Do something. Don't show me nothing. I don't want to see nothing that you own. I'll be honest with you. It don't impress me. I mean, it might impress some people, but once you get to a certain level in life, when you're like, hey, look, I'm about moving immovable objects. I'm about overcoming the impossible. Like, I can sit, and I'm not saying this to be vain, because I told you I used to be vain, but this humbled the mess out of me. I always knew I was an exceptional person. I knew I was exceptional. I knew I was different than everybody else. I knew I could do things that the average person couldn't do. But how do you know how exceptional you are unless you're faced with a challenge that you don't think you can overcome? You know, like seriously. Like what type of challenges you been through this week? Everybody cries and complains about, oh, it's so hard. I'm gonna use COVID as that. Oh, I lost my job because of COVID. This, that, and the third. I don't know. I'm gonna pay my rent. This, that, and the third. Okay, so what you gonna do about it? You gonna cry about it? You gonna go get that unemployment check and say I'm banking up off that unemployment? But guess what? When the government decides to snatch that unemployment check, what you gonna do? You gonna shuck and jive for some money? Because ain't nobody gonna give you none. But your spirit don't need no stimulus check. You see what I'm saying? I'm in a wheelchair. My spirit don't care that I'm in a wheelchair. It doesn't benefit my spirit at all, my soul. And when I say spirit, soul, I know everybody's got their own opinion about what that is. But what I'm saying is spirit, soul, chi, whatever word you want to call it, whatever language, we're not going to agree to disagree on any of that stuff, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm talking about. That inside thing, that thing that's inside of you that makes you feel like you ain't accomplishing, or you are accomplishing. That thing that talks to you and tells you that this ain't right, this is right. That spirit, that thing that talks to you, that keeps you, that lets you know what's right from wrong. What are you doing to nurture that? What are you doing on Facebook to encourage people to use that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I'm at right now. Like I'm gonna start posting stuff. I don't care. I used to not post stuff on Facebook because I didn't like people seeing me in a wheelchair. But once again, that's back on my pride that I got to deal with. That's something I got to overcome. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still me. I'm still Brian. You know what I'm saying? I'm still exceptional. I'm still a man of God at the end of the day. Whether I walk or whether I'm in a chair, whether I crawl, whether my brain in a jar, my soul still exists. My soul is still amazing. You're amazingly made, every single one of us. But it's like what you focus on is what sets you back, what makes you different from me. Like what's different from me and you is I'm on my plan A, you on your plan B. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The ones that really listen to what I'm saying. And if I offend you, then it applies to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see your bends. Trust me, I had that. You know what I'm saying? I can't drive a Benz right now because there's no handicap accessible Benz. But do you think I can afford one? Oh, yes, I can. I could buy 2 or 3 of those. But it don't matter. And I'm not saying it to brag. I'm just saying I drive a Honda Odyssey because it gets me from point A to point B. So I can talk to people, so I can see people, so I can, if I break down on the side of the road in that Benz or that Porsche, I can't change the tire. So why do I want that for? To impress you? To impress the next person? To make the next person feel bad because they ain't got one? No, man, I'd rather encourage you and tell you that it ain't about all this. You know what I'm saying? My body, I spent a lot of energy on my body. I spent a lot of energy growing up on my body, on physical things, on things that impress people. But you know what really impresses me now, and what really impresses people now about me is my perseverance of, even though I'm in a situation, I ain't giving up on me because I got a soul. My body is done, right now. My body ain't really trying to do much of nothing, but I'm still Brian. I'm still awesomely made. I'm still awesome. I still can encourage you guys to look at the plan A, not the plan B. Don't show me what you got. Show me what you got, if you know what I'm saying. Talk, say something. Use your mouth. Use your words. It ain't about what goes in a man. It's what comes out of a man that makes a person strong. Or one man. I'm not even saying a gender. It's what comes out of your mouth that makes you powerful. It ain't what goes in your mouth. You eat, you become obese. But what comes out your mouth is what you judged on, what people judge you on. My lifestyle shows what type of person I am. If you know me, you know my lifestyle. If you don't know me, listen to what I'm talking about right now. You get an idea about my lifestyle. My lifestyle is a living example, bro. Like I ain't up in here trying to show off, but I'm going to show you something. Because like I said, I can't talk about spiritual things without showing you any fruits with it. So it's like you got all these people that don't give a crap about what you think about your soul. And they showing you Maseratis and Benzes and money and stuff like this. I'm about to show you what God can do through you and with you. And it ain't about the money, but I'm going to just show you something. Stay tuned.